morning. I hope your day is off to an awesome start. I'm Pastor Cheree from New Awakening. It was more than several years ago, over a decade ago, I was in the grocery store, and it was one of those times where it was extraordinarily busy, and I had waited and I was almost at the head of the line to be checked out. And I heard this voice way behind me, loud enough so that everyone across 3 lanes probably could hear it. "Hi, how are you? Do you remember me?" And I turned and I knew right away who it was. It was one of my patients. But I guess I didn't respond quickly enough. So he went on to say, and then we got TMI. I guess you don't recognize me with my clothes on. Well, you could have heard a pin drop in that grocery store. And he says, "We don't meet for our regular dates like we used to." And after it was obvious that I had this look of like, what do I say? He winked and said, "Because I'm too old for my annual colonoscopies now." And we all laughed, and you could see this sigh of relief in the grocery store. But I tell you that story because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's an important time where we, because of the urgency that the Surgeon General has talked about in the last year, he framed it around our youth, but I think it can apply to adults as well, that we as a community, meaning government, the church, other nonprofit agencies, need to see that we are facing, especially our young people, a mental health crisis. And it's proportional to where we need to step up. He says it's not a medical issue, it's a moral issue. And I suspect many of us are not as comfortable as this elderly gentleman where we want the whole world to know our health history. But if we have hypertension, I'm amazed at how people will compare medicines and talk about it. Diabetes, arthritis is a favorite one when we're all seeing who can get to some place a little bit faster than the other one without limping or grimacing. But the stigma of feeling that you can share with others, or you can get help that you need when you're facing a mental health crisis, is very real. And people often hide it. They don't get the help they need. And it often leads to serious consequences in their lives and in the lives of their loved ones. Psalm 139 verse 14 says, "For it was you who formed my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully," you get that? "I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Wonderful are your works that I know very well. So as you head out the door today, don't let hypertension, don't let diabetes, don't let depression, strokes, bipolar disease, alcoholism, schizophrenia, or cancer define you. You and I are not diagnoses. We are more than a diagnosis. We are children of God. And what does it tell us this morning? We are wonderfully made, and I add, and wonderfully loved. I'm Pastor Cheree, and I'm out the door.